Well, I didn't realise Deontay Wilder was an Ipswich fan. My God, Fabio Wardley comes from behind to destroy Justis Huni in round 10 with a right hand from hell. At the time of the stoppage, one judge had Wardley 5 rounds down and the other two had him 7 rounds down. So the only way he was going to win this fight was to land something massive. And Wardley just looked spent. You couldn't see it coming. He looked like he was on the verge of being stopped. He was being outboxed. He was beat up. And I think for Huni, it almost got too easy in there for him. I mean, he couldn't miss every time he let his hands go. His jab was on point. He pushed Wardley back. And very similar to Deontay Wilder, Wardley just couldn't box on the back foot at all. And the game plan did work perfect until it didn't, of course, in round 10. But until that point, I thought Huni looked brilliant in there. And I did feel sorry for him. But he switched off, he squared up. And, you know, in heavyweight boxing, when you get caught like that by a big puncher like Fabio, he will finish you. And you knew as soon as Fabio did hurt Huni, he would end the show. I have seen a lot of complaints from people saying that it was a fast count from the ref. But for me, Huni got up at 9. The ref's got every right to wave that off then. There was over a minute left in the round. He was done. There was no complaints from him. And Fabio would have brutally knocked him out had the ref allowed it to continue. So, right decision from the ref. And it was literally the first big shot that Fabio landed all night. And that was the frustrating thing. You were thinking, God, come on, Fabio, when are you going to get going? You have to land something big here. You're not going to outbox Huni. The only way you will win this fight is by knocking him out. And he knew what he had to do, and he pulled it off. So fair play to Wardley. Like he said in the build-up, he only has to be perfect for 1 second. Huni has to be perfect for 12 rounds. And unfortunately for the Brisbane man, he couldn't do that, but he's came out of this fight with a lot of credit. He'll come again. He's young enough. It was an excellent performance. And for Fabio, what an unbelievable viral moment that's going to be. I mean, even the average tranny on the street will see that. So he's going to come out of this with a huge amount of respect because a lot of fighters would have quit in there. A lot of fighters would have looked for a way out or just settled to lose on points. But Fabio is never beat and he always looks for that knockout. He's literally won via knockout every single time he's won in a championship fight. The only time he's won and went the distance was in his debut over a 4-rounder. And even in that fight, he dropped his opponent. So he's got serious power, Fabio. And let's see how far it can take him because there's no reason why he can't go all the way with that power. I know he is very easy to outbox. He does get hit, but he's got an unbelievable chin. Great engine. His power does carry late as well as early. And he's just got to look at Deontay Wilder. He was world champion for 5 years. Technically terrible, but he always had that equaliser. How many Deontay Wilder fights did we watch where he looked completely done and he just put out a shot from the gods and the fight would be over? So Fabio's got a bright future. I think the obvious fight for Fabio now would be the winner of Pulev and Hunter. They're fighting in August for the WBA regular belt. Fabio now holds the interim belt. So I think for Fabio, he could beat either of them. And obviously at the highest level, your likes of Usyk, Parker, Dubois, I think they all beat Fabio quite comfortably, but just enjoy him while he's here because he is so good to watch. And for me, right now, Fabio Wardley is the most exciting fighter in Britain. In other news, Dillian Whyte had to pull out on fight week against TBA. Probably the right decision. I think TBA would have smashed this version of Dillian Whyte. But it's now been revealed that Moses Atauma will face Dillian Whyte on August the 16th in Saudi as a main event. This is going to be epic. I know Dillian's not looked great recently, but if he can roll back the years, what a test this will be for Moses. I mean, I think Moses absolutely annihilates Dillian Whyte, but Dillian might take him a few rounds. He might even land on him, and you just don't know in heavyweight boxing, as we saw with Fabio. So buzzing for that one. Sexy little undercard as well. You got Nick Bull defending his WBA featherweight title against Sam Goodman and Anthony Kakachi against Raymond Ford at super featherweight. So what a night of boxing that will be. So yeah, good night of boxing last night, guys. The Cinderella story continues for Fabio, the man who only had 4 white-collar fights, no amateur background. And look at him now. So big up the Fab Meister. He'll get another massive fight, still unbeaten and in a fantastic position to continue with this unbelievable run of form he's on. So big props to him. And he's the kind of fighter that would turn a casual boxing fan into a hardcore fan. So he really is brilliant for the sport and always gives us non-stop entertainment. I hope you've all enjoyed this video anyway, guys. I hope you all enjoyed the boxing last night. Let me know your thoughts as always. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you all on the next one.